Hey, here's my first makeup look of 2021 done. I just got Old Flame by Those Colours on the lips and I've just topped that off with a Fenty Gloss Bomb. So what I'm going to do now is set up my big camera behind me, just turned it on. Iqra and I are doing intermittent fasting, so we're going to go and try and grab some lunch from outside today, but I'm waiting for him to get ready and sort of get up in his own time because yesterday he had a really bad headache for the first day of New Year, which wasn't great. So yeah, but before I do that, I'm just going to quickly spritz my face with, this is a Morphe Luminous setting spray. Right, let's set this up and get started.
3 hours later.
Oh my gosh guys, I have just filmed 2 videos back to back. I did not expect the foundation and powders like video to run over an hour, and I didn't even get to the concealers. But I wish I could just stay and continue filming, but I really need a break. I'm so tired of just sitting in the same spot. I've got a video going up tomorrow all about 4 lessons that I learned in my first 2 years of marriage, so I want to edit that and get that sort of sorted today and ready for upload in the morning. Right now YouTube is doing that thing where, because one of my videos didn't do that well, it's not really promoting the others to my audience. And you know what, once you put hours and hours of time into making videos, it's really upsetting when that happens. The amount of labor that goes into videos is crazy, and so when YouTube don't promote it to your actual people who subscribe, it's really upsetting. But hopefully my channel can pick up again. That's the other thing as well, it's very hard to like maintain motivated and consistent when things don't go to plan, but it is what it is. And to accept, but it's necessary, and that's definitely a huge lesson that I learned the hard way. And I sit here and I will put YouTube on in the background whilst I'm editing. So right now I'm just watching Aisha Haroon's 20 heartbreaking lessons I learned in 2020. And like, it is breaking my heart a little bit. So she went through her divorce in 2020, and that's not a small thing to go through for anybody, especially if you put your marriage online and you've talked about it and stuff. But it's so inspiring to see how well she's dealt with it. And in this video she's just talking about the fact that she went to therapy for the first time and just the lessons she learned. So I'm supposed to be editing, but I'm so much more invested in watching her video. Oh my gosh, so sweet. Hey everybody, so it's Sunday the 3rd of January. Today I'm in my tracksuit, modest 2-piece from Modernisa, and I love it because it's quite long, whereas a lot of like co-ord tracksuit pieces you find are just not long enough, and they're like very tight around the behind area, and this is just so modest but like it doesn't drown you as well. So I put this on as soon as I got out because I was like, I need to get out for a walk. Iqra had gone to work early, they had to get stuff for the takeaway, and I did, and it was very cold, but I had my Taj Rasi turban on, and then I had a woolly hat on top, and I put a jacket on top of this, and I was fine. So it's like now nearly 10 o'clock. I have spent some time today editing, so I'm just so excited about this new schedule of, you know, Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday, and I'm so determined to make it an actual thing and to stick to it, inshallah. And it's so nice to see it like slowly coming together and planning and being organized. It's just a great feeling. I had a good chat with my mom as well today, which was lovely. And also I am now in the process of editing wedding pictures. Wedding pictures, you ask? Well, if you follow me on Instagram, you already know that last Wednesday I was actually able to photograph a mayoon, which is kind of like a mendi. It's just or like slash a dolki, and I was only supposed to photograph the mayoon, but then obviously because of COVID and like all the different regulations and travel restrictions, her original photographer, who is from England, was not able to come up to Scotland anymore. So she asked me if I would photograph her wedding for her, which was the following Friday on Christmas Day. And I was like, because I never really went into start Iqra photography off as being a wedding photographer. I feel like I didn't have the confidence. I feel like it's a lot of pressure to try and get the clips from one of the best days of someone's life, and I also feel like my gear could do a bit of an upgrade, and there's just so many things that have just made me feel like, no, I don't think so. But obviously she didn't really have anybody else, so I spoke to Iqra about it, and he said, you know, I think it's a great idea, like you'll be able to increase your confidence, your portfolio will grow, and you're going to be great. And he was so encouraging, bless him. I felt really happy that I got to do my yawn 2 days before, because I just got back into the flow of photographing an event. It's been such a long time since we've been able to do it, obviously because of COVID. And yeah, so I did my first ever wedding and it was just great. I mean, honestly guys, being a solo photographer with like no support or assistance on the day is not an easy task at all, and you kind of have to just be on the ball the whole time you're there. And it was quite a long day. I got there at 10:15, left there at 4:15, stayed with them the whole day, and I had already edited the my own pictures and she's so happy with them. And I sent her a few highlight pictures from the wedding and she just sent me the nicest feedback ever. I don't think it's going to be like a regular kind of work thing, but it's lovely to know that I'm actually capable of doing that with what I've got. And also, I don't know if you guys remember, but like last year I did a photography course and it was just so great that I did the course. When I look back to my first photos that I photographed, and you can check them out on Iqra photography because there's some pictures right from, I think it was November 2019 that I photographed Bukhara's cousin's Dolki. The difference in my editing, the difference in my composition, the difference in my focusing, and just I feel like I know how to take pictures so much better now. So yeah, alhamdulillah, I'm just feeling really happy. I did not expect to be ending 2020 with photographing a wedding, but here we are. Hey guys, so it's Monday, 4th of Jan. We've just found out that we're going back into a full lockdown here in Scotland. Schools for the majority of children won't be opened until February. It's just hard like not knowing what's going on, if we're going into a full lockdown. Am I still gonna have to go to work? I mean, obviously like last year there was the hub situation. Is that gonna happen again? We don't know. We don't know anything really. We're just waiting to see what's gonna happen. But Iqra and I just pulled up at one of our local meat shops. We're gonna pick up some chicken. I'm gonna make some chicken palau. I've got a recipe up on my channel already. I'm just really craving that palau from that recipe. It's so good. Sonny Baji taught me how to make it and I just love it. It's honestly the best. My sleeping routine's gone back to sleeping crazy late and I don't know how to snap out of it, and I'm like feeling stressed out about that as well. I watched a really good video yesterday by this YouTuber called Stephanie Lang. It's like the real reason why you're ugly without makeup, and it was basically saying how society pushes this idea of like, oh, women should be natural, women shouldn't wear makeup, and then when they actually do not wear makeup, like celebrities, they put them on the front covers of the magazine like, oh my god, so and so without makeup, da 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 da. And then those same celebrities as well also put up pictures of them without makeup, but it's so heavily edited and filtered. Just such a fake world, and it's just very hard.
You know it's not.
Well done, your spare fork came in handy. Okay, we're gonna watch Fish and Chips and we're gonna
watch Fish and Chips?
We're gonna eat Fish and Chips.
Ash my fat. That's Gaelic. Oh, what? I've got yours. Shit, give me yours.
Okay. This is mine, guys.
COVID in-car dining experience.
Date night in COVID times. I just put into my Fitbit, right, that I was having this, and I'm a bit depressed about how many calories are in chip shop chips, and I'm a bit in denial as well. But I mean, after this I'm going to do a very big shop, so I think I'll be doing lots of walking, picking up heavy stuff, but I'm still like, I think I'm definitely going to go over my limit today.
Which one do you want, garlic or?
So I've just done a little Instagram stories and I thought I'd vlog this bit as well. I purchased 2 mirrors. Yeah, you would have seen the haul by now actually from B&M. And I was just debating which one to put up, and I quite like this one. I chose this one too. So this is the one I'm going to put up. And then I'm also considering like which shoe rack to keep here. And one of them will just move to one of our wardrobe spaces, but I'm not sure which one to keep. And the final little update is I got myself another rubber plant. You guys, this mixture tastes amazing. I'm so happy because my pilau came out way too sticky and I'm really sad about it. But at least this has come out nice. It tastes so good. Good morning everyone. So it's now Wednesday and the first thing I want to do today is fill up the spice jar. This is okay, but the chili powder, which you can kind of tell, is almost empty. Garam masala could do a bit of filling up. And then in this bag, I've got other spices here, like cloves and cinnamon sticks. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I got these recently from Aldi. I got these 2 big ones and then 3 mini ones. So I need to reorganize this whole cupboard. But I'm going to probably put some of the bigger spices in here. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Okay, so I've just washed and dried my little basket thing here, and I filled up 2 of these new little pots that I got. If you watch my haul, you'll know where they're from. And I filled this one up with cloves, this one up with black whole pepper. And I have 2 more left. I think I'm going to put curry powder or curry masala in one of them. And then the other one I'm going to save for like Chinese allspice. And these gorgeous ones from Aldi, I put whole spices in here. Do not ask me the names of them. The only ones I can tell you is this one has got cinnamon sticks and bay leaves in it. These 2, I don't know the names off by heart, but they are written inside the lid. So just inside the spoon. I just love these tins so much. Very nice. I'm about to have the cheesecake. Let's hope this turns out okay. I've basically just heated up the biscoff spread for 30 seconds. And I'm drizzling it on top. Oh guys, it was going so well. Then I realised the only ones that I have are these long ones, these snap packs, so it's going to look a bit off, which is so annoying. Nah, that does not look as cute. No! Hello, hello, it's Saturday and this eyebrow is driving me insane. Cannot take myself seriously. But Cara and I are out for a lunch date for the first time in a very long time. And it's a new place. Well, is it new? New to us, we've never been here before. It's in St Andrews, which is a super cute little town. And actually we came to St Andrews for my birthday. That's the last time we came here. But I've been here before. I think I vlogged it before as well, yeah, once. Like in 2019 I think. And that's actually where Prince William and his now wife met at university. So there's a fun little fact there. Yeah, so we're going to this really cute little, like, it's like a cafe, but it's not. It's like one of those, how do you describe it? Like shacks. Like, yeah, it's like a shack. And if you Google it, oh my gosh, it's basically cheese toasties, but like different variations of them. So guys, really looking forward to trying the macaroni cheese one. And I don't know which one I want to try yet, but either way, it's cheese, toasty, warm food. The weather is still pretty cold. Yesterday was -6 degrees at night, which was crazy. I have got a few errands to run, a couple of things to post, and then there is like an online gathering of Muslim sisters, later on. And I've also got a lot of editing and filming to do, and I need to finish editing the wedding pictures. It's actually 2 degrees, but I've just checked the weather app and it feels like -4 and it's just so cold. And I don't have my, like, I have this lovely thick warm long cardigan on. I'll link the haul down below, but I do not have a coat on, so I'm freezing. Whereas Iqra's got his lovely like warm top man jacket on, so he said he'd Be happy to wait for the order. The guy said 5 to 10 minutes. I was like, well, I'm gonna wait inside for 5 minutes and have my latte. So I've got a salted caramel latte, and yeah, basically there's only 2 veggie options. I didn't like either of them. One had mac and cheese and the other had it was like mushrooms, and I do not like mushrooms. So I decided to go for the American one, but asked them to take out the beef pastrami. So basically making that into a veggie, which, yeah, hopefully that'll be nice. Let's see. I mean, I put my ugly trainers on for the first time in a long time. Who remembers these from when I was, you know, about to jet off to my honeymoon back in 2019? Guys, this is Iqra's. So what did you get? Mac and cheese? Did you got enough ketchup there, mate?
See if people judge me for ketchup, I can unsubscribe.
I'm a bit annoyed that Iqra's came like that and mine's come in a bag. Ooh, it looks so good. Bismillah. Oft, look at that. Look at that. Delicious. Guess who's back? Back again. Driving Iqra's back. Back to vlog for you. Right, so I've just dropped Iqra to work and I just read my Asad in the car. I don't love reading namaz in the car. Like, if I can avoid it, I will. But the thing is, with the winter namaza, obviously the day is so short that if you don't read it on the move, you end up missing the namaz, which is not great. It was a really nice little lunch date, and it was the first time in a long time, and probably like the only time that we're going to have a cute little date like that for a while, because of how things are. And it was freezing, but you gotta take what you get, you know, you gotta take what you get. And what we did on the way here is we did something that I like to call like a gratitude loop. So I started off with one thing that I was just grateful for, and we're like, so alhamdulillah for this, and then he carried on, and like my answers were like a bit longer and a bit more elaborate, which is just me to the T, really, isn't it? But yeah, it was just really nice to just like stop thinking for a couple of minutes about the stresses of life and the pressures and you know, pain, and like we all go through it, but to just take a pause on that and just think about what's going well and what's working. Alhamdulillah, every single person has been impacted by the virus in some way, whether it's small or big. We all have been impacted by it, and we are just so grateful and lucky, alhamdulillah, we've not actually had the virus. Well, I still think I had it back in March when I was isolated from my family. I couldn't get out of bed. I was so achy, my body was hurting, I had a fever. It was a horrible time, but apparently, according to Iqra, if you have had it, you can have it again, because the antibodies will only last for 3 months. And then obviously with this new strain, that's a whole different strain of virus. I mean, it's still coronavirus, but do you know what I mean? It's a bit of a stressful time. But anyway, I'm going to focus on the roads now. I think I'm turning right here, yes. Hey everybody, assalamu alaikum. It's been a while since I picked the camera up again. I've just been like getting into routines. But yeah, I just went on Instagram live and I did this eye makeup with my James Charles X Morphe brush kit. I wanted to open it and I was like, why not open it on live? And then I saved it on my page, and I think it's such a simple thing to do, but it's so smart, like from a blogger perspective, you guys are bloggers, because you don't have to edit that at all. You just need to add the description bar if you want to, but you don't need to edit it. And editing takes a long time. Like, I like editing, but obviously, as you know, in 2021 I want to up my consistency, and this is also the first week I've been working from home. First week of our rota I'm working from home, and then next week I'm going in for 3 days, and a week after that I'm going in for 2 days, and then after that we'll just see what happens. We should find out next week if Scotland are still going to continue to have schools closed like England have. England have confirmed that their schools are going to be closed until February half term, which is quite a long time. Scotland, we don't know yet, so I don't know. But yeah, loving the way my eye makeup turned out, and if you want to see it, you can just go ahead and watch that IGTV. I'm just finding that I'm needing to use my glasses more and more, because obviously there's so much screen time now for everyone with online learning. Yesterday the First Minister announced originally Scotland was supposed to be continuing on with online learning, I think till the end of this week that we're currently in, but she's extended it to at least mid-February now, which none of us are surprised about because the hospitals are really struggling here, and we seem to be maybe 2 to 3 weeks behind the rest of the UK. So yeah, not surprising. I think it's just getting used to a totally different work schedule, because we are still in every week, but not the full amount of days that we were in. We're also kind of planning from scratch as well, because the teachers who are in teams where they would have used like last year's topics, for example, you can't do those lessons online. You just cannot, especially like topic-based lessons. It's impossible. So we are kind of planning everything from scratch, which is a lot, but we're just getting on with it like the troopers that we are, to be honest. And yeah, I'm grateful that I'm in for 2 days, and like today is a Wednesday, but from next week I'll be in every Tuesday and Wednesday. And it'll be nice to have some consistency, just like making sure learning is scheduled and up on time and things like that. Feeling better this week. I think last week was the first week and it was just very overwhelming for everybody. We kind of didn't know what to expect. We didn't know if we were putting enough work on, with like that sort of thing. But now the head teachers sort of audited everything, and yeah, looks like we're doing a good job. But it's really hard because when you're obviously teaching in class, you can kind of control the pace of a lesson and there's a lot more time for discussion, whereas for the majority of the children, they're going to be doing the work independently or maybe with an adult. But you know, if there's like more than one sibling, then you can't guarantee that they're going to have someone to talk to about the work. So it is kind of like, am I giving them an hour's worth of work online? And yeah, these are just some of the sort of little challenges that we're facing as teachers right now. But I'm definitely glad that we are teaching from home, to be honest, although it is more draining and it's a lot more work. I just feel like it's the safest place, because with the cases having risen so sharply after the Christmas holidays, it would have been ludicrous to expect us to come back in, and I was feeling really like anxious about that. So I'm definitely not complaining that we have this time to, you know, do online learning. And also it's a really, I would say it's like quite a good experience as a teacher, because when else are we gonna have the opportunity to teach like 5 to 8 to maybe 12 children, so like very small classes, quite like private school size classes in the school, and provide online learning. It's so different, and I feel like after this I could definitely be confident to do more online tuition and that sort of thing. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm gonna get on with some work now. Hey guys, so we've just had the tiler in and look how much nicer that looks. Apart from that bit there, it just looks so much better. And yesterday the whole like flat smell of damp, because he had lifted up the bottom bit basically and it was just black and it was just so wet, and just, I think it's just over time this job needed to be doing. So he's going to come back, he said, in 2 days and tidy it up, fix up this hopefully. But yeah, look at the bath. Ew. I'm gonna have to like jump over at some point and give that a clean, but I'm really happy with that. Yeah.